Today, we're focusing on Luxy.
Right.
Luxy is a booking platform for luxury black car service, and we're looking specifically at how they handle passenger security.
Yeah, how they're prioritizing it.
It's a pretty important topic, isn't it? How services like this build that passenger trust. And Luxy seems to highlight, well, a couple of interesting tech things they do.
Okay, so let's dig into the first one they mentioned. That's the driver license plate photo verification.
Right.
It happens before the driver even gets in the car to come to you. What's the logic there?
Well, the interesting thing is by making the driver snap a photo of their plate before they even start driving to the pickup.
Okay.
The system can check it instantly against what Luxy has on file. So for you, the passenger, you get this confirmation visually that the car turning up is definitely the one you're expecting.
Ah, I see. So it's about building that trust right away.
Yeah.
From the very beginning of the interaction.
Precisely. It cuts down on that initial uncertainty, is this the right car?
Yeah, that immediate reassurance. Okay, makes sense. Then they add another layer, this unique 4-digit PIN code system. How does that part work?
So when you book the ride, you get a unique PIN code just for that trip.
Okay, specific code.
And here's the key bit. The driver physically cannot mark you as picked up in their app.
Yeah.
Until you give them that exact PIN code.
Oh, interesting. So the driver actually needs that code for me to start the trip officially.
That's right.
It's like a double check then, making sure the right passenger is with the right driver for that specific journey.
Exactly. It sounds simple, maybe, but it's a really solid way to prevent mix-ups, like someone accidentally getting into the wrong car or a driver picking up the wrong person.
Yeah, I can see that. It prevents those accidental ride starts.
And beyond this sort of two-factor confirmation, it gives you, the passenger, a bit more control, maybe, eases some of that anxiety you might feel with ride-hailing sometimes.
That makes sense. And it's interesting how this focus on security plays out in the real world.
Yeah.
Well, this was interesting. We heard an anecdote from someone who works at a major Fortune 500 company.
Oh, yeah. What did they say?
They mentioned that their company uses Luxie, not just for executive travel.
Standard corporate car service stuff.
Right, but also for the executive's kids.
Wow.
That level of trust, especially involving children, that really says something, doesn't it? What does that signal to you?
Well, yeah. If you think about it, a major company trusting a service with, not just their top people, but their families, it suggests a very, very high level of confidence in Luxie's safety systems, their vetting, their procedures, everything. It points to reliability.
Definitely. And that really underscores how Luxie tries to set itself apart from, the standard Uber or Lyft model.
Right.
They talk about precision, discretion, accountability, using vetted professional chauffeurs, licensed black car fleets. It's not the crowdsourced model.
That's a fundamental difference, isn't it? Traditional rideshares often focus on, well, speed and just having a car available, which can mean variability. Luxie seems to be aiming for a consistent, high-end, and crucially secure ride every single time.
Yeah. With the big apps, it can sometimes feel a bit random who you get, what car shows up.
Yeah.
Luxie's really selling that personalized, private, and secure feeling as part of the luxury package.
It's not just about a nicer car.
Right. Not just the leather seats.
Exactly. The luxury seems deeply tied to the reliability and the security that their technology enables. Things like that license plate check and the PIN code system are front and center.
Okay, so let's sort of wrap this part up. Luxie uses this multi-layered approach to security. You've got the license plate photo check first.
For that immediate visual confirmation.
Immediate confirmation, yeah. And then that unique PIN code system as the second vital step. It locks in the correct match between passenger and driver for every single trip.
And the result seems to be this significant peace of mind. I mean, look at that Fortune 500 example again, trusting them with kids really highlights the impact of these proactive security steps.
It really does. So here's something maybe for you, the listener, to think about. Where else in our daily lives could we maybe benefit from similar proactive security? Services that use verification right from the get-go to build more trust and just make things feel safer.
That's a good question. What other areas need that kind of upfront validation?
Definitely something to mull over.
Well, it's been great exploring the world of Luxy with you. Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, thanks for tuning in.